Hi everyone, welcome all to PHILO. We hope you are doing well. The 5 stages of marriage. Every marriage or some of the marriages go through these 5 stages of marriage. Not all of them, but some of them go through all these stages of marriage. Some couples can reach to the 3rd phase of marriage and break up. Others can go further and reach to the 5th stage. We are going to go through all the 5 stages of marriage, and we learn what can be done in order to preserve our marriages, in order to keep our relationship healthy. Have you ever pondered why is our relationship so challenging? Have you ever wondered why is your relationship so challenging? Everything seemed so ideal when we initially met, but later on things changed. What really changed? Most probably, the explanation is that you have transitioned from the initial phase of your relationship into a different one. But could it truly be that straightforward? Indeed, the majority of individuals recognize that relationships develop and transform over time. However, what many may not realize is that they typically progress in a similar manner. There are distinct identifiable stages of long-term relationships which present new emotions, fresh challenges to tackle, and new avenues for personal growth. If you aspire for your relationship to mature into one characterized by mutual respect, love, and intimacy, it is probable that you will need to navigate through all of the following relationship stages at some point. Examine the description of each phase. Does any of this resonate with you? Before we begin, it is important to understand that the majority of individuals go through these stages sequentially and must address the challenges presented in each stage before they can progress successfully to the next. Naturally, there are exceptions to this guideline. However, generally speaking, one cannot bypass experiencing all of these stages if they desire a healthy and satisfying relationship. Each couple will navigate these stages at varying paces, and it is typical for individuals to encounter each stage multiple times. It is not uncommon to shift back and forth between stages. So this is common that one can shift back and forth between stages. You can reach to stage 4 and then all of a sudden shift back to stage 3. Let's embark on stage 1. Stage 1 is called the romance stage or the fantasy stage. This is the moment when you and your partner have just met and everything feels truly wonderful. Everything seems special. You are completely captivated by one another. In each other's eyes, neither of you can do any wrong, primarily because you are both still presenting your best selves. During this phase, the emphasis is on shared interests. You have so many similarities that it seems as though you could be identical. You present your partner with your finest qualities, and you strive to make each other happy as much as possible. Conflict is perceived as negative during this stage and is evaded at all costs. You cannot fathom a life without this individual, prompting you to spend as much time together as possible. This phase is characterized by the greatest vulnerability, enabling you to be receptive and to fall in love. During this period, you and your partner are establishing a crucial foundation for your relationship's growth. Additionally, there are biological implications. In this phase, your body generates significant quantities of endorphins, resulting in an extraordinary sense of happiness, positivity, and excitement about all aspects of your life. This stage is frequently depicted in films and romantic literature for evident reasons. In summary, you're experiencing a level of happiness unprecedented in your life, and you cannot envision ever feeling differently. That was stage number 1, the romance or the fantasy stage. This is when your love is really burning. There is fire in your relationship. But things change during the process of marriage. Let's go to stage number 2. This is called the familiarization stage or adjusting to reality stage. This is the moment when you start to understand that your partner is indeed a human being. Actually, this is a shocking revelation. You gradually learn more about each other, leading you to identify their different imperfections and weaknesses. You observe your partner in casual settings, and in turn, you also become more at ease. As your body cannot sustain the same levels of endorphins as it did initially, the euphoric feelings of being on top of the world begin to diminish. Even though your partner's small habits are not as adorable as they once were, you're still willing to overlook them because of the romance stage's continued goodwill. As you start to see your partner for who they truly are, this stage may gradually seep into your relationship. Or occasionally, after some kind of dishonesty or deception, it occurs suddenly. Given how much openness and connection you had during the romance stage, this stage can be perplexing and depressing. However, if you want your relationship to last, your primary task at this point is to learn how to effectively communicate and handle conflict with this person. So this is an advice. This is a piece of advice. We are not only stating the stages of marriage or explain how they look like or what we are supposed to go through. It's not only that, but we are also showing you how you can navigate through, eventually overcome the challenges that you are facing during your relationship. Let's go to stage number 3. This is called the disappointment stage or distress stage, as the traits associated with the stage number 2, which is adjusting to reality stage, become more pronounced. They become increasingly challenging to manage. During this stage, it is likely that you'll start to distance yourself from one another. At this juncture, both of you still perceive conflict as a negative aspect, yet you are becoming more cognizant of your numerous differences. You struggle to establish boundaries within the relationship, leading to even minor irritations escalating into significant problems. This is the phase in which you delineate intolerable conduct, and it is common for many couples to experience occasional or frequent thoughts about ending the relationship. Increasingly, you may perceive your partner as self-absorbed or indifferent, or even more concerning, that they are fundamentally untrustworthy. If you cannot address your problems in a respectful and mutually acceptable manner, deep-seated resentments may start to accumulate. Numerous couples find themselves trapped in this phase, as this manner of interaction becomes customary within their relationship. At this juncture, it is crucial to acquire the skills necessary to manage your differences effectively, communicating and collaborating as a team, despite the allure of thinking that your partner's only role in life is to complicate your existence. It is not unexpected that this is the phase in which most couples contemplate separation or initiate divorce proceedings. Nevertheless, if they can successfully navigate all the challenges during this period, they will progress to stage number 4. What is stage number 4? This is called the stability stage, or friendship phase, or reconciliation phase. This period is characterized by tranquility and serenity in contrast to the previous phase. While some couples don't reach this stage, those who do often discover a profound sense of love, connection, and trust with their partner. You have now shared a history, and many individuals start to depend on the stability of the relationship. As you progress into this phase, you come to understand that your partner is not flawless, yet your individual differences are not as daunting as they once were. You are capable of addressing the majority of your differences, at least to a certain degree, which in turn enhances your confidence in the relationship. During this phase, some individuals experience a feeling of loss as they come to terms with their partner's true self, as this necessitates relinquishing the idealized vision that was formed in the initial stages of the relationship. But for the most part, the deepening sense of friendship and commitment is a good trade-off for those early feelings of butterflies and excitement. This is also when you begin to re-establish your own outside interests and friendships which were given up in the romance phase. There is some danger that you may begin to drift apart from and become bored with your partner in this phase. So you should try to maintain the connection that was created in the romance phase. Overall, this is the stage when you finally begin to feel comfortable and happy with your deepening relationship. If you successfully navigate this stage, the next step of your marriage will take you to stage number 5, which is the commitment stage, the acceptance phase, the transformation phase. This is the last phase of marriage. This phase is referred to as the real love phase. According to the Relationship Institute, it is estimated that less than 5% of couples reach this phase. This means many couples don't reach to this last phase of marriage. This is the phase where both partners possess a clear understanding of each other's identities, including their flaws, quirks, and vulnerabilities. Nevertheless, they consciously decide to remain with one another despite these attributes. You are no longer with your partner out of necessity, but rather because you have made a deliberate choice, indicating that the resentment experienced during the power struggle phase has diminished, if not vanished. If you have reached this point, you and your partner function as a team. You truly care for your partner, prioritizing their well-being as much as your own. Your partner is your closest friend. At this stage, there are many more surprises regarding your partner's behaviors or personality. You have worked together to navigate numerous challenges and have developed a mutual acceptance and support for one another without limitations. Your aspirations for your relationship align with your true selves and the desires you both genuinely hold. You have engaged in conversations about your future together, sharing comparable life objectives, and you feel motivated to further articulate your relationship. At this juncture, many couples opt to establish a formal or public commitment to one another, such as marriage. Here, most of them, or some of them, have been living together for years without being married. They make their biggest decision in life of living together as a married couple to signify their intention to sustain their relationship. This phase marks the transition of your relationship into a genuine partnership. That's all we had for you today. Thank you for watching PHILO Hope. For more contents like this, please subscribe to our channel. Please like and share. We wish you well.